We're rolling.
Yep.
Hi, we're here today with Caleb, who I've been coaching with for the last few months, and I just want to share with you how coaching has served him, how it's made a difference in his life, and the confidence he's gained from it, and how coaching has helped him work towards his goals. So thanks for being with us today, Caleb.
Yep.
Really appreciate your time.
Pleasure.
So first, just to share with everyone, how long have we been coaching? Just remind me.
It's about 6 months now.
6 months? Fantastic.
Mostly each week. Over 6 months.
So just share with everyone a little bit of what our weekly call looks like when we chat.
Yeah, so we have a really clear set time, and usually in the evenings, and it's quite helpful because often it's quite late, so that I can fit it in around family time and everything else. Then we have a little bit of a catch up, how's it going, but get straight into the recap of, okay, what did we talk about last week? What changes did we talk about that I would make? And then see how that went. It's a recap, it doesn't really matter. We don't, in terms of getting in trouble or not, it's not like homework, but it's getting up to speed and saying, okay, where exactly are we right now? And then we start to talk about either going forward on that same type of goal, or is there something else that's more pressing or has come up or that I want to talk about to be coached on. And then whichever one we've chosen, we get into that. And Matt's pretty flexible and sensitive about that, and it's pretty cool to just have someone in the week ready to talk about whatever that thing is, and to make some real change on it. So then we talk about why it hasn't changed so far, or what are the things that I want to do, and what are the small steps up to it, all that kind of stuff. And by the end of the 1 hour, we've got at least one, but usually a couple of things to work on and to really clearly go over, and that makes me repeat back to him. And usually he's probably got it written down or has remembered it himself, but he's making sure that I know exactly what I'm committing to, and it helps when I write it down as well, so I know what's going on. And then after the dust settles the next day, I can put into practice whatever those things were. And it kind of goes quick, but it's also a great space of time to talk.
That's really good. Yeah, thanks for sharing. So one of my main focuses is to make our time for coaching focused on you and your agenda, so that you're getting the results that you've committed to, because it's your valuable time and money that you're putting into coaching. So how is that impacting you?
So yeah, it's definitely helpful to have that focus on what those things that I want to change or improve or just focus on, and to get that space to talk about it is really valuable. It's that simple. Like, friends are helpful to talk to, but there's always a kind of back and forth, and there's usually they've got the next thing they want to say as well. So yeah, it's like that. It's that kind of special space of, all right, I can talk about myself. I'm not being selfish. I'm investing in my life and other people, and it's nice to be able to relax in that. Yeah.
That's really good. Yeah, I know that the most valuable thing that I can do to support you in your goals is to hold you accountable. And so when you have time together, I know that seeing that you enjoy coming away with action steps that you've come up with, that you want to take, and how you can start moving towards the goal that you want to have. Can you just share a bit how coming away with action steps has really worked well for you?
Yeah. Well, first of all, the accountability part I appreciate, not only because it does keep me in check and I know I'm going to be asked how it's gone, but I'm going to be asked in a way that's non-judgmental, which is a really cool balance, and doesn't mean I just be lazy either. because I've committed to this. I want to do this stuff, but it's always a forward-moving thing. What does it look like exactly? It could be breaking down a project. For example, I wanted to do a video project, and so looking at the time frames, what are the things that have to be done to start off, and also the end in mind type thing. So also then saying, what are those barriers that seem like out of my control, and look at what they are, and then what is in my control, and how can I approach that the very best I can. And it's quite empowering to then go, okay, I can't do everything about this situation, but whatever I can do about it, I'll do it. And then it's quite relaxing and kind of freeing as well.
Yeah, that's really good. We always want to be focused on what you can do and how you can take action and what is in your control.
Yep.
You know, because it's always, that's what's going to make a difference for you.
Yeah.
That's really good. So what is something, can you share something with us that you've uncovered, that you've learned about yourself that you didn't realize? Maybe perhaps like skills that you've found in one area of your life that you didn't that you have now been able to transfer and adapt to other areas of your life that have given you, building on your strengths?
Yeah, there's one that comes to mind is assertiveness.
Great, yeah.
And yeah,
So how's that helped you?
I think it saved me a lot of time to start with.
Good.
Because otherwise I'll be trying to get things done in a way that pleases everybody in their way, and learning where the boundaries are, but also that it's quite simple, just more be myself. I can't please them anyway. It kind of seems simple, but when there's a scenario to have to work on with it, it becomes really empowering afterwards to go, yeah, it worked out. Nothing, nothing exploded. It's all cool. In fact, it's better for relating with people anyway, and so I can feel confident to put that in other places of my life too.
That's great. Yeah, it's been really good to see when you've come back after a week and we've really chewed over, a confronting issue, maybe confronting something with other people. You've come back the next week with a new level of confidence, and I love when you've said it actually wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. And because by building on your strengths and your experience, then it gives you more experience to face the next challenges that come, and it's great to see you growing in yourself. So that's really cool. Great. So we'll just, in closing now, what would you say to people who might be considering if coaching is worthwhile for them, how it would serve them, what it can actually do for them?
Yeah.
Some feedback you could give on that?
I'll definitely say that it's an excellent space of non-judgment, and it's kind of this unreserved openness to look at whatever issue or problem or whatever, always looking forward though, and so don't get bogged down or even get negative, which really means it's easier to drill deeper into some issues. And I think really anyone that I know, and I've said to some of my friends already, it's a really helpful space to tackle a few issues and go forward with them. And so for that reason, it's really validating, and it's also it's helpful in incremental ways to bring real change. So it's not just an internal helpful thing, it's also in outward ways there's real results, which of course is something that we need to see, and I've seen those, and that's really, it's really nice. It kind of feels like it's been a lot longer than 6 months, but it's only been that long, so we've covered a lot of ground in that time, and I think it's worth giving it a go because it's a new thing for a lot of people. It's very worthwhile, I've found.
Great. Well, thanks a lot for your time, for being with us. Yeah, I know that the one thing that I want to serve my clients with is that a 1,000-mile journey begins with a single step, and we just want to focus on the law of momentum, and by taking one step today, or this week, and then next month you're taking another, and you're steadily moving towards your goals. And that's what, that you're doing that hard work, and you're going to know the value and the benefits for the results you're getting because you put in the hard work. So good on you. Thanks for being with us, and I look forward to chatting again soon.